Hail comic book fans, today we are talking about the AKOLYTE issue 2 from Concrete Comics. Now after the first video, I had a conversation with the creator of Concrete Comics, and he said he purposely had written this series a certain way. So a lot of the things that may seem obvious or out of place is purposely done that way, so just keep that in mind. And the issue 2, it takes place with him back on Earth. It's showing us who he was before, he went on this journey. And he was a guy that, did music. He was a guy that, took care of his planet. And, it even shows us him off planet on the moon. So at this point, he's already past a superhero and understands his power. And he is a household name when it comes to being a superhero and saving the day. And I find that very cool and interesting how the story is being written and how this character is being portrayed. And another thing, I really enjoy his suit, how the suit looks. I think the hoodie is like the icing on the cake for me. And he explains the city that he mostly lives in and saves, which is called Sapphire City. And he explains that at first the city was a great city to live in, between the culture and just how the people took care of each other and themselves. But unfortunately, over time, the city switched up drastically, and now it is one of, if not the worst place to live in, pretty much like a Gotham City of sorts. But luckily for them, he has returned to save this place, to save the city in particular. And even some of the people there are trying to do their best, but obviously they don't have the capacity to do so. And so we see him doing music and helping out artists and stuff like that. And it's a very unique take of a superhero of his caliber to, do music and work with people. His, regular life and his superhero life are very separate. We have characters like Superman and Spider-Man, which both their regular life and character life reflect each other in some way, shape, or form as of being a reporter. But this one, he does music. And for me, that shows that he's trying to put something out good in the world to keep people's minds off what's actually going on. And we go to this next panel, and these guys are robbing this bank, right? They're armed up, they got guns and everything. And they are being very brutal. They do not care at all. These aren't guys that are just rookies or anything. You can tell that these are pros and that they've done this before. And they bust open the front door, from the inside, and they start, shooting at the cops, and the cops obviously can't handle them. This shows me that the criminals in the city have a better artillery and better equipped than the good guys are. And right when a rocket is launched, that's when AKOLYTE shows up. And he shows up, he catches the rocket, which shows just some of the power that he actually has. And his characteristics as AKOLYTE, he wants the fight, right? He wants the action, he wants the smoke with these guys. He's not just like, gentlemen, put it down and save yourselves. No, he's like, I want to fight. And that's one thing I do like about this character. Another thing that's shown in this issue is the main, boss of the town, right, of the city, the head criminal, the kingpin of sorts. And he sees, AKOLYTE, and he understands that this guy cannot stick around, that he has to be annihilated as quickly and swiftly as possible. How will he be able to stop somebody on the caliber of AKOLYTE, which is, he has cosmic level powers, in the city? I'm very interested to see that, because me personally, I don't see how he's going to do that unless he goes for the mind and messes with everybody around him. I don't see how he's taking him on, just physically. And this one panel where you can't see his face but just his eyes, I love that. That's like the one part, that's like one of my favorite parts. I feel like that should have been, his look completely, but that's, that's just my opinion. And one thing that he says when asked the government, like the government wants him to stop or whatever, he tells them that I'm doing the job they should have been doing if they don't like what I'm doing, which is a positive thing, that they that they can pull up and talk to him about it personally. And it's a very I would say interesting take on the government, right? Law enforcement or what have you, that they cannot take care of the criminal activity, but they want the one guy that can handle the criminal activity to stop, probably because it makes them look bad overall. Now, another part towards the end of this comic, this giant ship crashes in, right? It comes down like an asteroid right in the middle of the city, and these three beings come out, and they're here to terraform and take over the planet. And I love their character designs. They look very 90s and 80s comics inspired. Like, I haven't seen anything like this in a while. You know what I mean? Like, this is very, like, the designs themselves to these characters are very old school. It has that fling to it, and I very much like that. And the ending of this comic is him showing up, you know, telling them to get off my planet or I will physically take you off my planet. And it's like a 1v4. So in the next issue, we're probably going to see, you know, some way, shape, or form him having to take on these guys. But I'm pretty sure they are linked to the overall plot of this series. And we see the last page of this issue where we left off on the first one, of them talking about AKOLYTE and how, you know, his fate and journey and stuff like that. And all the entire series is leading up to something, and it's being told in a way, I think when the series is done, that it will be a lot more appreciated. And that's all I have for this video. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, share, and subscribe for more, and thank you for watching.